Okay, good morning. The market is just open here, so we're going to hop over here. We'll look at the S&P 500. That's the wrong chart. This chart. Okay, so what happened overnight? We came back up over. We've tested this 50 area. They're going to try and hold that area for lower, I think. So let's talk through this here in a bit of real time, and we're looking for a move lower, and so let's see what happens. There's a really big spike down here, and got to 95.50. So we're gonna see here. They could try and here we go. They could try and hold this like I don't know if they're going to hold these KPs here. There's been a lot of trading in here. Um, there's a couple areas of interest for a move lower. So obviously we have this. I mean, they use that KP. Now they just use that one. So let's see if they can get below this 10 area. That would be a good first sign. So if they can get below 10, that would be a good sign for going lower. If they don't get below 10, then I'd look for a bigger push back up into this 27 at a very minimum, back up to like let's call it 27 quarter, and then this just kind of right around this CP, give or take a point or so on each side. It's 30 half, so give or take a point or so on each side of this. If they take that out, it should be back up here to the CP 39.50, maybe up to like 40 half, something like that. And if they take that out, it starts to, I mean, there's obviously this KP right here. We have key turns that got tested to the tick overnight here. And then it really should open things back up here for this 56 area to get tested again. And then this 60 quarter. And then it's not at all impossible that we go see up into here if that happens. But that's kind of a second scenario. The better scenario is this area holds maybe here just to be safe, and then we'll have to see. So for lower, I mean, you have this 10 area that needs to get taken out. And then they have this, let's call it 92 half area, and then 87 half, and then 86 right here is the CP. But remember from yesterday, which is still very much valid and in play here, we had the target yesterday at 83 quarter, and that would still be in play here for today, unless they, break out and something really starts to change. But not super likely right now. If they take that out, I just want to kind of give you, since, I mean, no one has a crystal ball, no one knows what's going to happen next. They take that out. This could be a little bit of an interim, but eventually we should get back down into this area real close. Maybe call it 65 and then 63 right in there. And if they take that out, it really starts to change things. We have, you can see this big gap here. Eventually, we would probably come back into the 20s. So 4,020 if they take out this area. So this would be a fairly major break for like a 40-point target down to here if that were to happen. Probably not all in one day, but um, obviously that's just dependent on market conditions. So these days have been hard for retail traders to trade if they basically have the idea that they're going to click the button one time and then just hold, because it's probably coming all the way back to you at some point. And so if you're trying to hold for a big 40, 50, 60, 70 point target, you click the button, you're way up, and then it comes right back to you. So we'll see how it all plays out here today. I'll be back today doing a review, but hopefully that gives you, I mean, really, there's just a few really key areas you want to pay attention to. If they're able to hold those, great. And if they're not able to hold those, then look for it to go up and test some of these higher prices. So we see this 27 area. There's 27. It's moved down here to 19 now. So let's just see what. And now they're coming off of this area. Oh, and just so you have this, let's just call it 20 to 18 area, and later in the day it might be more like 19 to 21 area. But this is a bit of this is going to be something. This will be a factor here today, um, in that kind of 2 point range area. So okay, so better scenario probably really would be to come up higher and test a little bit higher. If they could come up and test this CP, I mean, to me, I would really like that, but it's still, even that might not be high enough. And they have been trying to break out since yesterday. And then, this is obviously very nice, this push down here. So we'll see how all this plays out here today, but just take it one step at a time and, trade smart. You could have, in just today, in just since the open this morning, I mean, you could have sold here and bought there, and the difference between those is about 12 points. And if you did that 2 times, that's 20 something points. If you did it 1 time, um, that's it's 12 points, and that is really literally enough for an entire week. If you sold here at 27, it came all the way down here to 19, 8 points. So remember, you don't have to do a ton. All right. So take it easy, take it as it comes, and if you don't know what to do, then don't do anything. Okay. So I will see you here for the review. If you have not subscribed to the channel, you can subscribe now, and that way you'll get notified whenever we do these videos. And I will be back here doing the review later today. Trade smart, and I'll see you in a bit.